Hello students. In the previous lecture we learned the definition of commercial bank. Yes, all of you know that the commercial bank is the organized sector of money market. So we learned the last lecture the definition about the commercial bank as per according to Banking Regulation Act of 1949 and according to Professor Cairncross. Then also learn the functions of commercial bank. The number one function of commercial bank, acceptance of deposits and demand deposit and time deposit, and also I explain you the saving account or current account, the differences of the saving or current account and the difference between of the recurring deposit account and the fixed deposit account. I hope so you better understood the first function of commercial bank. Now today we are going to start the remaining functions of commercial bank. Explain you the second function of commercial bank is the providing loans and the advances. First of all, I introduce the providing the loans. The bank provided the loan to needed person, but the loans is created by the primary deposit. So here the main and important part of the primary deposit. The primary deposit it created by the account holders. So the first is the primary deposit is important part of the when the commercial bank giving the loan of needed person. Here mentioned the commercial bank mobilize the savings and lend the funds to institutions and individuals for the various purposes based on the tenure. Loan include all of call loan, short term loan, medium term loan, long term loan, etc. Means when the time of commercial bank provided the loan to the needed person, that time the loan divided the different type of group, like they provided short time loan, medium term loan, then longer term loan and call loan. The longer the duration of the loan, greater will be the rate of interest because of the period is the longer. So the longer duration the loans, the greater will be the rate of interest. Beside this, the bank also provide the cash credit, overdraft facility as well as discounting bills of exchange, etc. Means the commercial bank not only provided the loan to the needed person but also providing the cash credit, overdraft facility as well as the discounting bill of exchange. Number third is the ancillary functions. The third function of commercial bank is the ancillary function. The commercial banks also provide a range of ancillary services such as the transfer of funds, collection of money, making periodical payment on the behalf of the customer, merchant banking, foreign exchange, safe deposit, lockers, demat facility, internet banking, mobile banking, etc. Means the ancillary functions the commercial bank provide to the consumer account holder a range of ancillary services such as the ancillary functions is involve the transfer of funds, means the funds transfer, then collection of money, making the periodical payments on the behalf of the customer, means when the behalf of consumer or customers of the bank account holders, that time the bank making the payments on the behalf of the consumer or customers, merchant banking, foreign exchange, safe deposit lockers, then demat facility, internet banking, mobile banking, etc. All the functions provide to the consumer by the commercial bank. The number fourth function is the credit creation. The credit creation, it is also important function of commercial bank. The credit creation is depends upon the primary deposit account. Credit creation is an the important function of commercial bank. Commercial bank are the creator of credit. Demand and time deposit constitute the primary deposit of banks. After meeting the reserve requirement out of the net demand and time liabilities, the balance amount is used for giving loans. Means the consumer is specifically or the particular amount the reserve in the account, then the particular amount the reserve in the account as per the requirements and the time liabilities of the consumers, and the net after deducted the balance means the particular balance used for giving the loans. This the secondary deposit or derivative deposits are the created out of the loans given by the bank. Means the secondary deposit or derivative deposit means the credit creation. Means first is the primary deposit or second derivative deposit means secondary deposit. For instance, when the bank provides the loan to the consumers or customers, the loan amount is created into the account of the customer. The bank that receives the loan amount as a deposit keep aside a certain portion in the form of reserve. After meeting the reserve requirement, the bank lends the remaining amount. This procedure is followed by the entire banking system in the country. The lending to creation of credit. In short, the commercial bank creates the deposit out of the loan, gives thereby the lending to creation. Means the lending creation is depends upon the primary deposit. When the time of the person customer want the loan, the date person want the loan, that time the bank giving the loan to the customer and the loan amount is credited into the bank account of the who are needed the person of loan. The bank that receives the loan amount as a deposit keep aside a certain portion in the form of reserves, and after meeting the reserve requirement, the bank lends the remaining amount. This procedure is followed by the entire banking system. Total banking, whole banking system, entire banking system, they follow this procedure. Lending to creation of credit. In short, the commercial bank creates deposit out of the loan given, thereby the lending to creation. Here showing the picture. The needed person, the cash deposit, first cash deposit, then loan. So friends, I hope so you better understood. The commercial bank's functions. The next one, organized sector, is the cooperative banks. The cooperative banks, it is also the organized sector of money market. Now I introduce only the organized sector cooperative bank. The cooperative banks, the banks came into the existence with the enactment of the Cooperative Credit Societies Act of 1904. The cooperative banks supplement the efforts of the commercial bank by the meeting the credit needs of the local population. It fulfills the banking needs of small and medium income groups. Means the cooperative bank is the total giving and the help to the small and the medium income groups banking system. The cooperative credit sector comprises or cooperative credit institutions such as the primary cooperative credit societies, district central cooperative bank and state cooperative banks. Here the various type of the cooperative banks: the primary level primary credit societies, district level district central cooperative banks and state cooperative banks. For examples, here mention the pyramid. They explain the structure of cooperative banks in India. In our India, the structure of cooperative bank showing in the picture number 9.3, three-tier cooperative credit structure. The primary level, district level and state level. There are the three tiers cooperative credit structure in India: primary cooperative credit society, district central cooperative banks and state cooperative banks. It is known the Apex Bank. Friends, now here I initially explained you the cooperative banks. Next lecture we will start the next organized sector of the money market. Now I finish the lecture. Thank you.